Hey, hey. Hi, guys. Welcome back. All right. So, Aquarians, let's take a look. What comes next? What is next for Aquarius? Ten of Swords, Strength card. The courage to go ahead and close out a cycle. And God, things get a lot better and brighter after that. This would be a cycle that was already stressful, already painful. And it's like, you know what? I think when I weigh the pros and cons, I definitely have the strength to let something go because it was actually causing me a lot of grief. It could be anything. It could be like, oh man, I've loved, my car, but my car keeps having so many problems that it's time to let it go. And it's really sad. But on the other hand, it's a lot of grief too. This could be a relationship. Of course, it sucks to end anything, to say goodbye. But if staying was more miserable, then maybe it would be a calmer and a better choice to say, all right, I can walk away. This could also just be the strength to say, you know what, we can close a painful cycle or a painful chapter. Wow, we get back to something better. A Two of Cups. Hang on, this looks actually a little bit different. This looks like we have the strength to like put an end to the like sometimes I think people choose to like punish themselves and say, oh, we have to stay apart. We have to, there's too much struggle. There's too much obstacle to like bringing this thing together. So we're just going to have to stay apart, stay apart, stay apart. And then they actually turn that around and go, why? Who said we have to, insist that we have to be miserable and stay apart? Why would we have to do that? I don't want to do that. And sure enough, we could be together instead. So this is putting an end to the distance, putting an end to the painful, we're never going to be able to work this out. And then it's kind of like, but why? Why would we choose to buy into this drama of, let me see what the Ten of Swords was. Let me just see. Because this, we have a Five of Wands sideways. There was big drama around this union, and it just seems foolish now because the drama came from every angle, from every person, from every situation. And finally, it's like, nobody's ever going to leave us alone and let us not be involved in drama. So how about if despite the drama, we just go ahead and we choose us anyway? Let's choose this romance. Let's choose this lover's connection. That is the way this looks to me right now. Is we've got characters that are, sorry, my phone's blowing up. We've got characters that are maybe ready to choose one another instead of all of the drama that kept them apart, supposedly. Let's get another one here. We've got a Queen of Cups upright. That Queen of Cups upright is all about love. It's all about, especially, shouldn't love always win? I mean, drama is going to happen in life no matter what. And I think that the drama got so extreme in possibly two people's lives. Like one person could have been like, oh my gosh, I've got so many other problems to deal with. And the other, I don't know if it was Aquarius or, who was going through an ending of their life or a loss. And that was a focal point. And then the other person was dealing with some kind of huge like family disaster because there's like a whole bunch of people involved in this drama. But it just feels like whatever the obstacles were, they got so huge that they actually stopped mattering. It's like we could let everything become a bigger and bigger deal, or we could say, this is almost laughable at this point. The families don't want us together. Our friends are having problems. We could be sucked into a million different dramas. And sometimes the more drama mounts, the more it's like, this has actually gotten to the point where this is totally ridiculous and I don't even care anymore. What I want is happiness. If life was getting too miserable and too drama filled for each person, I can see why they just got fed up. It's like, I've had it to here. I want you, and I'm not even going to let these stupid things get in the way anymore. Love is more important. You're my safe spot. You're my, look at this, Six of Cups. You're the person I'm running back to. This feels, I do want to look at the drama here for just a second because I'm curious about what is that for, because it's two people. Okay, we got an Empress in the reverse. One person could be getting a divorce from their karmic, or they're finally like, I'm so sick to death of dealing with a karmic. We have the Star card, we have the Knight of Cups. And it's like, it's so obvious that I've been dealing with a karmic. This is not where I want to be. I want to leave. I want to go give my love to somebody else. And I deserve to do that because this person does not deserve the attention and the kindness. They're bossy. They're like demanding. They're controlling. They're tyrannical. What the heck am I doing dealing with somebody feeling like, well, I have to stay? No, I do not. I need to go where I really love somebody. So I kind of feel like somebody is walking away from a karmic, possibly a long-term karmic relationship. That could be whomever, that could be Aquarius walking away from that, finally like getting a divorce or something. And then the other person who has the Five of Wands sideways, the question mark here again is about either like leaving or knocking on a door, offering a big offer of love, but having been going round and round and round. God, seriously, we have a Ten of Swords also with the Seven of Wands in the reverse. Two people are going through the exact same thing in this story. Okay, so this actually feels like one person was reluctant to go and offer their heart, but it could have been because they too had like a very painful ending. And it's like, if I want to go tell somebody else that I love them, it's going to change the outcome. I can't take those words back once I say it. But if I'm in a really difficult situation, I've been dating somebody and I don't want to keep dating them, no matter what, I want to end this relationship with who I'm dating, but I also want to tell this other person I really care about them. You know what? I may as well just go ahead and do it because I'm already done with this other situation. So it looks like Aquarius and another person are both ending like either the obligations that they had or the lies that they kind of told themselves about, like, no, I should stay here. I shouldn't have feelings for this other person. And then finally it was like, look, what I'm dealing with is nonsense. I am ending these situations and I'm going to go tell the person that I really care about that I care about them. That's it. Full stop. Because this is stupid to keep staying in a relationship where it's drama and it's pain. We have two Ten of Swords. We have two people walking away from constant drama and saying, it's because I was in constant drama that I finally said, F this, I'm going toward the person I care about because you're really lovely. And it feels like a soulmate. It feels like Two of Cups. It feels like I'd rather be with you. So I'm just going to go ahead and be bold enough to say it. I like the fact that, sometimes things get to that point where it's like, honestly, it doesn't even matter. It's stupid to hold back anymore because obviously what I've been doing is not working. Two of Cups sideways. So we've had the Two of Cups twice. We've had the Ten of Swords twice. We've had, the Six of Cups only once. But I do think that these two are paralleling one another's lives. So it's a very specific message right now that wherever Aquarius has not been working for them. Wherever somebody else has been is definitely, if they've been dealing with an Empress in the reverse, they're done also. But it feels like these two, Aquarius and whomever this other person is, feels like they already know, I care about you. You're the one I would choose. But we both had to walk away from previous connections. That's what I would say this is. Two people ending previous connections to gravitate toward one another. Five of Swords. And it's kind of like we're both either getting kicked out or kicking out our previous partners on the same day. One person could come over to the other person's house if one lives alone. I mean, it could be like, well, I should let you know, I've just ended things with my ex. We had a huge fight. I'm not going back. I'm really done. They don't want me back. I don't want them back. But it does feel like the two of them getting together could still create a little drama. The two of them together could be, other people could be quite bent out of shape to see these two together. It's weird because it's like, okay, I broke it off with my ex. I'm picking you instead. But then our exes find out, and the exes are, even though they didn't want us, we don't want them, they're still going to be mad. And then they're going to say, you're not coming back. It's like, yeah, I already left. I'm sorry I'm laughing. I'm just saying this is the most drama-filled, needless waste of energy. You can see, to me, this is just testament to how wrong those previous connections were for these characters, because even once it's over, it's like the exes still have to come back and fight one more time to announce it's over. but it was already over. Like it's so much unnecessary, just anger. Yeah, Queen of Swords sideways. I do think everybody was mad, but also everybody wants to put up boundaries. That's great, because I don't think that these exes should have anything to do with each other anymore. And it definitely feels like, the problems already existed. That's why Aquarius and another person leave their exes. That also kind of, I'm not saying it's motive, but it allows Aquarius and this person to come together. But as soon as they do, then the exes show up one more time to fight. And then it's like, it's over. We're not fighting anymore. I don't want to talk to you. You don't want to talk to me. It feels like it's a bit of a bumpy road for Aquarius and this person to be able to actually like smooth things out and be in a relationship. But if they kind of stand strong side by side, and it's like, I'm not going back to my ex, you're not going back to your ex. The exes might, poke their heads in at some point and start hooting and hollering again just to tell us that they don't want us. But that's okay, because we didn't want them either. Like this is over. We get the Two of Wands sideways. Everybody has to feel like they're making their own choices. That's what this is. This whole thing has been, all of the previous relationships were wrong for all parties involved. But then every party wants to feel like, I'm leaving you based off of my choice. That's fine. However this needs to go, if Aquarius and this other person need to let the exes tell them, we don't want you guys back, fine, let that happen. Let them have that win if that's what they need, so they feel like this, I left that you guys. Better to just let this go and then move on. Yeah, Three of Pentacles. Take the most expedient route. Do not engage in battle with exes. Let the exes do what they need to do so that they can claim, I broke it off with you, I dumped you. Fine, doesn't matter, because let's just get to the good stuff. Let's get Aquarius and this, Two of Cups person on track. Let's let them start connecting and working together. It doesn't matter who left who. It really doesn't. Who is this other person, though? Who is this person? Six of Pentacles. Whomever they are, man, they are in the same boat, the same emotional space, the same spiritual space as Aquarius with that Six of Pentacles. Let me ask this. How quickly does this happen? How quickly does this happen? Oh, we got one that doesn't belong. King of Cups, Two of Swords in the reverse. This says like pronto, because again, we already had the Queen of Cups where it's like, look, I'm breaking away from this traumatic, and unpleasant relationship because love matters more than staying in the wrong relationship. And I just know it and I can't deny it anymore. So I'm going to break away. No more obstacles, no more blockages. We had the Queen of Cups. Now we have the King of Cups. It's like, as soon as two hearts both decide the same thing, like, I'm walking away from my ex because I'd much rather be with you, Aquarius. And Aquarius is like, I'm walking away from my person because I'd much rather be either single or with somebody that I care about, and I need to just tell them how I feel. This says there aren't any blockages. It's just, we do need Aquarius and the other person to get to the King of Cups and Queen of Cups energy, so that they're both, I'm taking action for love. None of this is about anger. All of this is about, I want to heal. We have the Hermit card, which this Hermit card is very much the wounded healer. And it's like, I'm following my North Star. I would rather be alone or be with you, but I don't want to be where I've been. I don't want to be with an ex anymore. And I feel like once Aquarius and this other individual, maybe we can call them the King of Cups, are both in the exact same headspace. I have the courage to walk away from my karmic because I don't want to be in a karmic situation. I want to heal from that. And I feel so drawn to you. And I feel like it's such a much stronger, I don't know if Aquarius was friends with this person first. I mean, obviously Aquarius and this individual have had an opportunity to realize that there's a bond. So this is definitely two people leaving other situations and then gravitating toward each other. But this isn't because it's like, ooh, I want to cheat with you. This isn't a story of cheating or anything like that. This is a story of, there's no reason to stay in drama-filled, unpleasant situations. And then secondary to that is, and by the way, I happen to have a lot of beautiful emotion toward a person that I know deep down is a better match for me. I don't think that these are two people that are like, ooh, I found somebody hotter, I'm going to bounce, leave you in the dust and go after Aquarius, or Aquarius doing that to their previous partner. That's not what this is. This was messy situations that had nothing to do with Aquarius and this, this King of Cups. Aquarius and this person were already in messy situations. They're just choosing to end the messy situations and then making the decision, I now I can finally express how I feel. And I feel like we are a match. It's very mutual. It's very, I do kind of feel like this is going to come up suddenly for these characters, these decisions, because, the writing's already on the wall. All right, I'm going to leave that there. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for giving it a thumbs up and subscribing. Bye, guys.